Today I'm going to talk about how you can become more confident and the relation between competence and confidence. Confidence is just self-trust. Confidence, if you look it up in the dictionary, it means trust in other people, having confidence in others. It just means that you trust somebody or something or yourself can do something. So you have confidence to tie your shoes. You have confidence that you can walk down the street. Those are things you absolutely have confidence for. It's a trust, it's a self-assurance, and it's all in your head. Now, competence is actually being able to do something. So you also have competence to tie your shoelaces up. You're competent in that area. You can do it. Your skill in tying your shoelaces is golden, I hope.
Now you swing around the ball, yes, you swing around the ball, and then you pull it right, roll.
So competence is self-assurance, right? It's a fact. And these two relate to each other so well because the more competent you are in an area, the better you are at something, the more confidence you have. But you don't need to be competent in order to have confidence in an area. In order to get competence in any area, you have to practice. And best-selling author Malcolm Gladwell, in his book Outliers, talks about the 10,000 hour rule, where you have to practice for 10,000 hours. This view of his 10,000 hour rule has been sort of debunked. Anders Ericsson is a professor of psychology at Florida State University. And he says this 10,000 hour rule is just an average, and it was in relation to people playing the violin. Actually, people managed to get expertise in something, a professional level, with 2,000 hours of practice sometimes, and some people took even longer at 25,000 hours. And Tim Ferriss, also a #1 best-selling author, also agrees that it's not about the number of hours that you put in to reach an expert level, but the amount of deliberate practice you put into specific areas to get just competent enough. Tim Ferriss thinks that, if you're going to be the best in the world at something, the top 0.01%, then you know that from birth. Like Michael Jordan, for example, throwing hoops when he was 5 years old. There was a potential for a skill there where he could be the best in the world, and he just focused on that skill, and then the 10,000 hour rule works for him. But for the average person who wants to be good at lots of different things, play an instrument here and do this kind of skill and be able to do this and have lots of hobbies, you don't need the 10,000 hour rule. You just need the mindset of being able to practice. You have to be able to practice. And this comes back to being competent, because if you practice enough, you get good enough at something, let's say guitar, then if you can do a few chords and you're good enough, then that will breed confidence. So competence in this case breeds confidence. And it's not just about practice, you also have to be constantly learning and track your results with feedback analysis, which Peter Drucker talks about in this book over here, Managing Oneself. That was a terrible shot. Also, to get confidence, you have to work on the mindset. So confidence is just knowing that if you are able to learn something and you practice enough, then eventually you will be good at it. And that's a fact. If you learned stuff today and you practiced it for the next few months or years, you would probably become better at it. So you can have confidence now that that could happen. Confidence is just the mindset that you can have right now that you can improve in something and overcome obstacles. It's that simple. If you want to see more about this, I've got a video, The Confidence Chameleon. The Confidence Chameleon means that you're literally pretending, you're being a chameleon, you're hiding, pretending to have confidence in a certain area when actually you're nervous and shaking and you don't want to do it and you're afraid inside, but you just fake it for a while, and because you're practicing, you build up that competence, the skill, and then that breeds confidence later on. And the more areas you do this in, the more core confidence you'll have in all areas of your life. So start practicing, start deliberate practicing, start learning more, and try and create that habit and the mindset that you can accomplish your goals and do these good things in your life regardless of the obstacles, because you know you can put the time in to learn from the best people and have deliberate practice. So that's how you get confidence and the relationship between competence and confidence. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.